What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Amber Gardner, and you are here for this week's hashtag Truth Tuesday. I know it's a little bit of a different setting from normal. However, we want to come to you all in excellence. And excellence means sometimes getting stuff done a little bit earlier, all right? So, as you know, hashtag Truth Tuesday, this is where we discuss the truth. We see how we can be made free. And I wanted to see what topic would be best for this week. There's been different things going on. This past week, I was at a worship conference with fellow members of the worship team that I'm a part of at Oasis and my ministry that I go to here in Newport News, Virginia. And a lot of different things were talked about. One thing that was discussed specifically, well, of course, it was a worship conference, so we discussed a lot about worship. And one thing that really stuck out to me was the fact of them talking about how even though we worship and sometimes it's spontaneous, you want to give God excellence. And of course, you know, you have your cultural view of worship, and then you have the fact of worship being a lifestyle. And one thing I thought about is it seems like sometimes we really do not look at preparation being a part of what we give God. So this week's topic is preparation. Now, me, as you know, I'm a person, I hate to say it, I struggle with procrastination. Uh, there have been some times I got a paper due Wednesday, Monday night, Tuesday morning, we busting out 75% of that paper. Because girl was tired, girl wanted to watch her shows, girl was hungry. So, with that being the case, I've struggled a lot with preparation and there being a lack of preparation in my life. Even with my channel here, I've had to fight the fact of procrastinating and everything. I know y'all hate to hear that. Like, wait a minute. You supposed to want to give us the truth and all this other stuff. Well, hear the truth. Girls struggle with it even now because I be wanting to get my shows in. I be wanting to get my grub on. I work 10-hour shifts with a 45-minute lunch. When I get home, I wants to catch them Z's. Are we clear? So, I've had to even get myself now, like, Amber, you got to prepare this, plan it. Boom, 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 boom. Make sure this is done by that. Make sure this is done by then. It just helps things flow a lot better. The simple fact is I'm not coming to y'all Tuesday morning trying to get something cut. So y'all not like, where my hashtag Truth Tuesday at? What's going on? I thought it was supposed to be made free. You know how people get. So that is what I'm having to do myself when it comes to preparation. So here are the 3 things that I have learned when it comes to that. Number 1, just because you're doing something spiritual does not mean it is not necessary. It is still necessary. My Bible even says faith without works is dead. With it saying that, that means the fact of you pray about things, but you still prepare for God to have what you're praying for take place. Me, myself, right now, I am currently on medication for a seizure disorder. Because of the state I live in, I have to be seizure-free for 6 months before I can drive. That's one reason why I have not begun driving yet. When the seizures returned, I was actually about to get my license. It was right when I graduated college. And just from hearing different things and stuff lately, I do feel God leading to me so that I can go and start preparing for my driver's test. For the fact that I'm taking the medication, I'm being obedient. I'm believing God that He will have me be able to drive. But when that time comes, I need to know so I can pass my test. I need to know when it comes to looking at, what type of car will be affordable and things like that. So I'm going to be going into that. Also, I'm looking to be able to get my own place next year. That's why I have started looking at some pricing for some apartments and stuff. So that way, when it comes time, because I want to wait till around taxes, better have that money for that deposit. Y'all know what's good. When it comes time for that, I can make that deposit. I can know where I'm going to be going to. So I'm having to get myself to prepare for the things that I'm praying for. Okay? So just because it's spiritual does not mean that preparation is not necessary. Number 2, just because you prepare, if God moves, let Him still move. Okay? Don't get so boxed into what you're preparing for that you will not allow God to move. Okay? Let's say, for instance, you're praying for a new job. And you preparing for the job to be a great job in your area. God ended up saying, you know what? I got something better for you. It's about to be a great job. It's going to be better than what you prayed for, and it's going to be in D.C. Just because it's different, or it's a great job, it's going to be better than what you prayed for, and it's going to be in a city even bigger than you planned. Just because it does not line up specifically with what you prepared for does not mean it's not God. It means the fact of he blowing your mind. Let him do that for you, okay? And then finally, number 3, prepare with the right spirit. And when I say that, what I mean is this. I know sometimes we do stuff and we do it with a funky attitude, and because of that, God's not able to accept it. I know me, myself. If I have to go and do something early, let's say sometimes with a Christian organization I'm a part of or something, and sometimes I'm not really a big fan of that. Like I said, God having to deal with me. But if I'm there doing that in a funky attitude and a funky spirit, it's not going to come across correctly. And I'm supposed to be trying to lead and be an example for other people, and I'm part of this organization. But if my attitude is stank, I ain't leading nobody to nothing but some filthiness. Okay? So you just got to make sure you're doing it in the right spirit. So number 1, just because it's spiritual does not mean it is not necessary. Number 2, just because it's not exactly what you prepared for does not mean it's not God. And number 3, do it in the right spirit. All right? That's all I got for y'all today. I know today was a little bit shorter, but sometimes you just got to hit that thing right on the head. All right? I love y'all. I will see y'all next week here at #Truth Tuesday. And stay tuned on Instagram, because there will be some things coming up in the next month that you definitely do not want to miss, all right? So I'm going to talk to y'all later. Thank you for joining me for this week's #Truth Tuesday. Follow me on Facebook at Amber Gardner, Twitter at ABK Gardner, and Instagram at _A Gardner. Also, visit and subscribe to Step by Step TV on YouTube to be able to see our great behind-the-scene moments and previous #Truth Tuesdays. Finally, don't forget that Bigger Than Me is now available in paperback and Kindle on Amazon.com. It can also be found at AmberBKGardner.com. Thank you once again for joining me, and remember, as I always say, your grit is used for His glory. See you later.